Nervous control and coordination. Prior learning quiz. Here are the possible answers. Objectives. 1. Describe how the nervous system controls body functions. 2. Explain the key components of the nervous system. 3. Explore how the body responds to stimuli through reflexes and voluntary actions. Introduction. The nervous system is the body's fast communication system. It allows the brain to send and receive signals from all parts of the body, controlling everything from simple reflexes to complex movements. The nervous system. The nervous system is made up of the brain, spinal cord, and nerves. It controls and coordinates actions by sending electrical signals throughout the body. It has two main parts: the central nervous system, CNS, which includes the brain and spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system, PNS, which is made up of nerves that connect the CNS to the rest of the body. Neurons. Neurons are special cells in the nervous system that send and receive messages. These messages are tiny electrical signals. Neurons pass these signals to each other to keep the body working. When one neuron sends a signal, it travels along the neuron until it reaches a small gap between two neurons called a synapse. Neurotransmitters. When one neuron sends a signal, it travels along the neuron until it reaches a small gap between two neurons called a synapse. At the synapse, chemicals called neurotransmitters help carry the signal across to the next neuron. This is how the brain and the rest of the body communicate to control actions like movement and senses. Voluntary actions. Voluntary actions are movements that you control, like walking or picking up an object. These actions are processed by the brain. The brain sends signals to muscles through the spinal cord and nerves, telling them when to contract and move. This system allows you to perform complex tasks by thinking about them first. Reflex actions. A reflex action is a quick, automatic response to a stimulus. For example, when you touch something hot, your hand pulls away without you even thinking about it. We call this involuntary. Reflexes are controlled by the spinal cord, which processes the information quickly without involving the brain, and helps to protect the body from harm. Sensory and motor neurons. The nervous system relies on sensory neurons and motor neurons. Sensory neurons send information from the body, like touch, temperature, and pain, to the brain. Motor neurons carry instructions from the brain to muscles, telling them how to respond. Together, sensory and motor neurons allow the body to react to the environment. Glossary. Central nervous system, CNS, the brain and spinal cord, which control most bodily functions. Motor neurons, nerve cells that carry signals from the brain to muscles, causing movement. Neurons, nerve cells that transmit electrical signals throughout the body. Peripheral nervous system, PNS, the network of nerves outside the brain and spinal cord that connects the CNS to the rest of the body. Reflex action, a fast, automatic response to a stimulus, processed by the spinal cord. Sensory neurons, nerve cells that carry information from the body to the brain, like touch and pain. Synapse, the gap between two neurons where chemical signals are passed to continue the electrical impulse. Lesson reflection, I can. 1. Describe how the nervous system controls body functions. 2. Explain the key components of the nervous system. 3. Explore how the body responds to stimuli through reflexes and voluntary actions.
Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more future educational videos.